Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. TARDIS and welcome to the latest Doctor Who animated reconstruction steelbook unboxing. This time we've got The Savages, an interesting choice in regards to an animated reconstruction because, you know, while we're waiting for stories like The Space Pirates to basically finish season 6 of Doctor Who, or maybe some larger stories like Dalek's Master Plan or Marco Polo, it kind of makes sense for them to start filling the gaps of these more like lesser known stories. A season 3 story written by Ian Stewart Black with the first Doctor, Stephen and Dodo. In fact, this is Stephen's departure story, played by Peter Purves. I got very lucky with this steelbook. If I've played my cards right, this unboxing should go out on the day of release because I somehow managed to get this thing a little bit early. So with that in mind, let's not waste any time and open this thing up and dive right in. And while we're in there, we'll also compare it to some of the other Hartnell era steelbooks and animated reconstructions that are part of the collection. There we go, Doctor Who The Savages. Let's get this sticker off. I mean, if I can, here we go. Oh, that was very loud. The sound really carries in this new room. But yeah, Doctor Who The Savages. The Doctor and his travelling companions, Stephen and Dodo, let's wait for the camera to bloody focus, arrive on an unnamed planet where they encounter two distinct people, the Elders and the Savages. They soon discover the Elders are the evil ones, draining the primitive Savages for their life source to remain young and powerful forever. Oh, there goes the twist then. Okay then. The Savages is the completely missing 9th serial of the 3rd season of Doctor Who, which was first broadcast in 1966. To date, although audio recordings, still photographs and 8mm clips of the story exist, no episodes of this serial are known to have survived. Using the surviving audio recordings, all episodes have been animated in both colour and black and white to bring this lost classic back to life. So, it's a 4-part story. Parts 1 to 4 we have animated in black and white, parts 1 to 4 animated in colour, photographic reconstruction of episodes 1 to 4, surviving footage compilation, audio commentaries, a documentary on Innes Lloyd. He was one of the, I guess you'd call him showrunner, like the equivalent of showrunner during this season of Doctor Who. Season 3 was an incredibly turbulent time for Doctor Who. Verity Lambert left at the end of season 2, and basically they were going through like producers and script editors and showrunners incredibly quickly. Doctor Who was basically a show, like in terms of like the making of it, it was a show kind of in crisis in its 3rd season, and unfortunately Innes Lloyd was one of the many individuals caught in the middle of it. I've not watched this documentary, obviously it's, you know, still in here, but I'm told it's a very good documentary and it's like feature length, so I'm really looking forward to diving into it. Got a photo gallery, PDF material, and Remembering Forgetting the Savages documentary. The original TV version directed by Christopher Barry, this animated reconstruction directed by Anne-Marie Walsh, and script editor Jerry Davis, who shortly after this would also be one of the co-creators of the Cybermen. Right, so let's open this thing up, and if you can hear something in the background, my laptop's just decided to be very loud for literally no reason. There we go, that plastic film came off nice and easily. There we go. So if I take this cardboard sleeve out, and obviously keep it, I'm not a monster. So the front, I really like what they've done with this steelbook cover. So the front of it is the TARDIS in the centre, you've got the caves here, and the Savages are making their way through the cave to encounter the TARDIS. And on the other side, you have, I forget the exact name of it, but it's basically the chamber where the people, the Elders in the city take the Savages' life essence, and there's the Elders there with their guns and weapons drawn, ready to go down this corridor. Really cool, like nice bit of duality. And 2 seconds, if I can set this up, you'll be able to see how it lines up with the other Hartnell era steelbooks. So here we've got the Celestial Toymaker and also Galaxy 4. So it's tying in with the theme still of having the TARDIS be prominent in the cover of the steelbook. And just comparing the backs as well, if we flip over the Galaxy 4 steelbook, just the back of the Doctor's head there. And on this side, we've got some of the illusions from the Toymaker. So on the back, it's much more, you know, do whatever you want, but on the front, that's where you'll find more consistency with the Hartnell era steelbooks for the animated reconstructions. So with that, let's open this thing up and take a look on the inside. So this here is the DVD and standard Blu-ray artwork. Honestly, I'm not a fan. I know that I get these steelbooks anyway because I'm a bit of a collector. I'm a hoarder, it's a bit of a problem. However, looking at this, like, maybe the animation looks fine, but I don't know why Hartnell looks like this. Hartnell, what have they done to your face? Why do you look so happy that Stephen and Dodo are about to die. So a nice little booklet here, which goes over production notes, some images of the animated reconstruction, and also a comprehensive making of the story, a breakdown of the special features here as well, and a cast list and an episode breakdown on the back of the book as well. Less than 5 million people watched most of the episodes of The Savages. Right, let's take a look at these discs as well. This is a 3-disc set. Disc 3 here has the bonus features. As usual, just the artwork is basically the same on all 3 of them. I think they kind of miss a trick there, but anyway, this is disc 2, and this is the colour animated version with some bonus features, all parts 1 to 4 on one disc. And here on disc 1 is, I imagine, the photo recreation and also the black and white version with some bonus features. And here, it just seems like on the back of the artwork here, they've gone pretty minimalistic, you know, it's just the unnamed planet landscape and there's the cave that the Savages live in. I don't know, I think that they've really been thoughtful with the front and the back of the steelbook and the spine, of course. You know, I like the dark tones for it and the orange logo for the Savages. That looks really cool. But for the inside, I don't know, maybe they could have done a bit more. They could have been a bit more creative with it. I don't know. Having not watched the animated reconstruction yet, I don't really know what they could have done with the inside, but I'm sure there had to be something here. I don't know. Maybe a high quality image of Stephen leaving the Doctor. That's probably like the main reason this story is quite well known. That and its incredibly like socialist overtones. You know, it's a story about colonialism. It's a story about like a parasitic upper class. You know, it's a very politically charged story. But of course, Doctor Who, never been political. Couldn't possibly happen. Couldn't be me. Right, so let's put these discs back. So yeah, this is Doctor Who and the Savages. It's really nice that they're sort of making their way now through some Hartnell animated stories. We've had Patrick Troughton for the longest time, probably because he's more like a cartoony Doctor, like for lack of a better term. But it's nice that they're starting to fill up some of the Hartnell era gaps as well with the last few like animated reconstructions with the Celestial Toymaker and now the Savages. At time of filming this unboxing, we don't know what the next animated reconstruction is going to be. If there is indeed going to be one, we don't know. But while the animated reconstruction is like quite appealing to me, I want to check it out, of course. What's really interesting me about this whole package, this whole collection here, is going to be those in-depth documentaries on Innes Lloyd, the in-depth documentary on the making of the Savages as well. It's a really interesting story just to go behind the scenes of and its place in Doctor Who history. But the timing of this is really good as well. Big Finish have recently released a audio drama which is basically a pseudo sequel to the Savages, which picks up like 80 years later when Stephen is over 100 years old, what happened to him after he was left by the Doctor, and then the Doctor and Dodo, played by Stephen Noonan and Lauren Cornelius respectively, they meet up with Stephen once again. It's a really good timing. It's called The Living Darkness and it's pretty good. You should check it out. 2025 is the Peter Purves and Stephen Taylor renaissance, clearly. But yeah, another connection as well, Galaxy 4, The Celestial Toymaker, and now The Savages. These are all Season 3 stories. Season 2 is basically almost complete. It's just missing 2 episodes of The Crusades, which, you know, we got in a photo reconstruction here on the collection box set. So for Season 3, we've got stories like Mission to the Unknown, Dalek's Master Plan, The Massacre, and The Mythmakers. Most of Season 3 is just completely missing. And then with Season 4, there's The Smugglers and The Highlanders. Honestly, flip a coin on what you think could be the next animated reconstruction. At this point, there really is no wrong answer. But like I've mentioned before, if they do the Space Pirates for Season 6, then Season 6 is now complete. If they do the Wheel in Space for Season 5, then Season 5 is complete. We are so tantalizingly close to full complete, like classic era, black and white era Doctor Who collections. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Savages animated reconstruction or any of the other Hartnell reconstructions as well. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button as well. It really, really helps me out. Also, subscribe for more Doctor Who Steelbook and DVD and Blu-ray unboxings. And folks, I'll see you all next time.